What's up, Trojans?
I'm James.
I'm Alyssa.
I'm Lillian.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Isaac.
And this is your first Trojan News of the year.
Be strong.
And here's a quick introduction from our new assistant principal, Dr. Cullen.
Hi students, my name is Dr. Cullen and I'm an assistant principal here at Fountain Fort Carson High School. You've probably seen me out front greeting you in the mornings, offering you free high fives and fist bumps. Maybe you've seen me in the cafeteria during lunch or even making the impossible shot in Miss Litzelman's class. I love talking to you and I love when you talk to me and teach me your dance moves. I've already learned the Billy Bounce. Yeah, Billy Bounce. And I'm down to dab anytime. This is my office in the counseling center. Come on in. If you ever need to find me, I am here. I love talking to you. Happy you're here. See you around.
Interested in touring the CU Boulder campus? Stop by Mr. Kressler's office for permission slips and information. This trip will fill up fast, so make sure to get in quick.
The Women's History Club will have its first ever meeting on Thursday, September 4th in room A220 after school. If you have any questions, see Miss McKinney or Olivia Adkins.
Disc Golf's first meeting is on Thursday, August 21st in Mr. Newkirk's room, 8235. Discs and snacks provided, no experience necessary.
Interested in rock climbing, hiking, archery, skiing? Come join our outdoor adventure program for our first meeting on August 26th at the school in Mrs. Delano room A115. This will be a short meeting to introduce you to our club sponsors and to sign up for our parent square group. Questions, ask Mrs. Delano, Mrs. Hillebrand, or Mr. Q.
The 55th Annual Fountain Fall Festival Pancake Breakfast is happening on September 1st at Aragon Elementary School from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Find a JRTC cadet and buy a ticket for $7 or pay at the door.
Do you like dressing up and showing your school spirit for games? Maybe making posters and ads? Well, Blue Crew is looking for seniors to join. You can help us decide themes and expand our school spirit. DM at FFCHS_Blue Crew for more information.
Homecoming week is coming up fast. Student Council would love to have your input on music, games, and Spirit Week ideas. Please fill out this survey to help make Homecoming week better for everyone.
Hey guys, this is your sub feature. I'm Delvin.
I'm Kane.
And I'm Kaden.
Today we will be interviewing the admin on all the new policies.
Explain some of the. Oh, wait, hold on. You have to introduce. Who are we here with?
I'm Mr. Greco.
Today we're asking you some questions about some of the new policies. We want to know why they were made and why you're enforcing them and kind of like the backstory behind them.
Sure. First of all, there's lots of questions going on, and I want to make sure that I answer them to the best of my ability. I know a lot of people are asking about lunch, which I've explained to students and parents. Last year, a letter went out in the spring before I even got here about how we were having to adjust our schedule because we were lacking seat time. And that's Colorado Department of Education. That's the people that run education in the state of Colorado. Basically said we have to have more seat time. We were missing 5 days of school. So what we looked at was we could add days on the beginning of the year or the end of the year. So maybe 2 at the beginning, so you go earlier and stay later. We're like, well, that's not really fair to students to extend the school year. So then we looked at snow days. Well, really, we anticipate 5 to 6 snow days a year. But if we use those snow days, we would have to still add any day we used onto the end of the year or the beginning of the year because it still would be part of that 5. So what happened was we decided to take about 10 minutes off lunches. So if you think about it, we have 183 school days. If you take 10 minutes, that's like 2,310 minutes divided by 60, then you have 33 hours, and we have to have you in school for 7 hours a day, seat time. You're looking at about 4 days. So that's how we did it. We cut our lunch so that we didn't have to extend our year. Would you like to know about phone policy?
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen the news, but across the nation, some state legislatures, governments are banning cell phones in schools altogether. So there's states that are doing that. Our state, Governor Polis, has asked us to come up with a plan to make sure that we have our students active and engaged in school. So we're trying to be proactive and not ban phones from schools, but just making sure they're not present in the classroom. And it's really important just to keep it out of sight. I get it. I have my phone. My wife texts me. I know you guys get distractions. For me, it's just communication with your teacher, making sure you're open with your teacher, because They just don't want you just texting all class. So that's really it. I understand that that's a tough one, but I've asked the teachers just to keep phones out of sight in class. Tardies. We were averaging 400 tardies per period. I came here in May just to observe 400 tardies per period last year when I just assessed the school. That one's kind of personal for me because I know tardies are something that we look at and you're still going to class. I just know if I'm going to teach anything, and I teach my own 2 boys this, is you have to be on time because you're going to have jobs someday. If you're late, you're fired. And I just don't want to have people getting in the habit of always being late. I get the social part. I get you want to say goodbye to your significant other. They'll be there after class. You get to hang out with them on the weekends. You can see them after school. We just have to be here for that piece. We have to be present. And then really the other rules are just me. Some of the things that I like to do is just, shake hands, open doors. Those are just kind of soft skills that you're going to need to learn to grow as a human being. But that's really kind of some of my rules. Did that help?
Yeah, that did.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Greco.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello guys, this is...
I'm Mr. Kappelman. I'm one of the dean of students in the high school.
Do you think you've seen a difference in the school dynamic from last year to this year with all the new rules that have been made?
I do think there's a different feel to the school. I think there's more of a positive interaction among staff and students, but also more of a focus on making sure we're doing the right things in our building and making sure, our actions and behaviors are what should match what should be in a school, and making sure that this is a safe and supportive place for students to be.
Yeah, do you think it's matched, do you think so far it's matching the plan you guys have put out for it in the summer, like the plan you guys made for it to be during the school year?
I do think so. I think one of the big things we're hitting on is attendance, right? Because we want you guys to be in class, because you got to be in class to make sure you're doing well in your classes to get your credits and things like that. We're definitely seeing some improvements there. And so I think just overall we want to make sure, like I said, the environment of the school is safe for staff and students and that kids are where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be there and so forth. So.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Good morning, Trojans.
I'm David.
I'm Kason.
And I'm Natalia.
And this is your Trojan Sports.
Today, the varsity boys golf team has a tournament starting at 7:30 a.m. Both JV and varsity girls flag football have a game facing Coronado. JV at 6, while the varsity plays at 7:30.
For tomorrow, the boys varsity tennis team has a tournament against Eagle Crest at Eagle Crest High School starting at 8 a.m. There will also be a cross-country meet at Norris Penrose Equestrian Center versus Cheyenne Mountain High School at 4 p.m. The first home football game of the year will be taking place at 7 p.m. where the boys varsity team will play against Arvado West. Be sure to cheer on our team.
On Saturday, August 23rd at 9 a.m., the cross-country team has a varsity invitational versus Pueblo Central at Elmwood Golf Course, as well as the boys JV soccer team versus Sand Creek at home. The softball team has a varsity tournament at Loveland at LPS Stadium. Finally, the boys football freshman team has a game at 11 a.m. versus Sand Creek at home.
On Monday, August 25th at 1:30 p.m., the boys golf team has a varsity invitational versus Doherty at Colorado Springs Country Club.
Finally, on August 26th, Tuesday at 4 p.m., the JV girls flag football team has a game, as well as the varsity boys tennis scrimmage against Pueblo County at 4. Additionally, the girls freshman volleyball match also will happen at Pueblo County at 4 p.m., and the boys JV soccer team against Palmer will happen at 5, as well as the girls JV volleyball match happening at 5:30. And the girls' varsity flag football game at 6. Also, the varsity boys soccer game versus Palmer and the softball varsity game versus Doherty will happen at 6. And finally, the girls' varsity volleyball match against Pueblo County is going to happen at 6:30.
That's all for sports today.
Remember to be present and come support your peers at our games.
Hey guys, we're this week's feature, and I'm Tim.
I'm Ashlyn.
I'm Jasmine, and Danielle and Logan couldn't be here with us today.
This week's question was, if you could teach any subject, what would it be?
Let's go see what they said.
Hi, I'm Ashlyn, and I'm here with
Mr. Fogarty.
If you had the opportunity to teach any other subject, what would it be?
I think I'm gonna go with PE, so that way I could wear shorts all day, and we could just play dodgeball.
Thank you.
I would teach social studies because I have a degree in anthropology, and I think it'd be cool to teach that.
Great, thank you.
Does lunch count? I'm kidding. If I could teach any other subject, it would be PE.
Why is that?
Because I'm a good athlete.
We love it.
Thank you.
It would be physical education.
And why is that?
Because I play Division I sports, and I think it would be fun to teach kids how to play a sport properly.
Okay, we love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
It would either be classical Greek philosophy or ancient Greek and Roman history.
And why would that be?
That's because that's where I've spent a large bulk of my time in education, at least in college, what I've learned. And government's great because I can talk about those things in government class.
At one point, I actually wanted to teach social studies, but now I think I'd go with Jim just because he couldn't sit still in a social studies class.
Makes sense. That's
And I get to wear shorts every day.
That's like a hot topic. Wow.
Now, Boomer.
You're. You teach lunch.
Thank you.
Good boy.
That's all for this week, Trojans. Have a good Friday and a great rest of your week.